Good morning, students. Today we'll have a revision of the lesson. First, we'll see the word rendezvous. Then, we'll have the next word unique. The meaning is being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else. En route means it's an adverb during the course of the journey or on the way. Now, the pronunciation rendezvous, just see that the pronunciation is given there. Now, stopover means a break in the journey. Similar words, stay, stop, break, all these words are given there. Acquaint, the past tense is acquainted, make someone aware of the familiar with. Now we have explained about Apu trilogy. Last time we have seen it, last lesson. Now you can go through it and understand what is it. Now the details about that 3 films, Padher Panchali, Aparajito. Then again that pictures are given there. The world of Apu. 3 films are mentioned there. 1955 to 59. So now we have seen Father Gaston Roberts. He has written about this particular essays, and about the author I have given you. We have mentioned about Frontline magazine. Some of the front pages of Frontline magazine is given there, that you can see there. Then La Nuit Bengali we have seen. The meaning is the Bengali night. So it's a film also, 2 hours 33 minutes. Now we'll see about Rabindranath Tagore. 3 poems related to Rabindranath Tagore is mentioned there. Now one of his poem, if you want, you can go through it. Coming to the other book which is mentioned in the lesson, Reader's Digest. Some of the front pages of the Reader's Digest is given there. And Mother Teresa and the Saint of the Slums, and many books related to her is also given there. Roberts does not endorse the accusation of race detractors that the master director made his reputation selling India's poverty to the West. What struck me most was not the material poverty depicted in the films, but the enormous spiritual poverty of some rich people, he said. Robert does not speak with the arrogance of the West. I was here on a quest to know the world and the process know myself. I did not come here to convert. In fact, I am the one who got converted, he said. But it took him 9 years after reaching Calcutta, now Kolkata, and joining St. Xavier's College to muster up the confidence to meet Ray in person. Although I wanted to meet him right away, I didn't want to just go and see him like he was a living museum piece. I wanted to prepare myself, get to know his works more, so that when we met, there could be a worthwhile dialogue, he said. When they finally met, it was the beginning of a close friendship that lasted 22 years until Ray's death in 1992. It was a quiet friendship that developed over the years. Manikta, as Ray was affectionately called by his friends, was a shy person and always very discreet about displaying his emotions, said Roberts. Though to outsiders, Ray's massive stature, physical and intellectual, might have made him come across as cold, aloof, and even intimidating. He was in reality a very simple and unassuming man with a subtle sense of humor. It was an unspoken arrangement between the two of them to meet on Sundays at 9 a.m. at Ray's residence on Bishop Lefroy Road, Kolkata. Ray would invite Roberts over for private screenings of his latest films and welcomed comments on them. But this happened only after the friendship had cemented, for in the early days of their dialogue, Ray's shyness prevented him from talking about his own films. He was even shy of receiving compliments, said Roberts. To Roberts, the greatest mark of Ray's appreciation for him was that he often addressed the French speaking priest in Bengali. In spite of my lack of elegance in that language and the fact that Ray knew both English and Bengali so well. So now I'll explain these paragraphs to you. Let us listen to that. Okay, dear students, I think that you have understood till what I have explained these days in the first class. Now, the part which I have read now, I would like to explain a bit. In that, Robert is telling about Satyajit Ray in his own way as his close friend. Other people who criticized Roberts said that he was selling the poverty of India to the West. But Robert is not agreeing to that. What he says is that it was not the material poverty that is means he took, but the spiritual poverty that was prevalent. So a person may be very rich, in his financial, economical level. But unfortunately, sometimes they are not ready to help others. That means the spiritual poverty is too much over on them. So, what is required for us is that we should have a particular understanding. A value system should be developed in us. We have to see that value system being developed in our means mentality. Now, in the NEP, you can see education is based on heart and also that of the values. So material poverty can be acceptable. India is a poor country, we say, but unfortunately, I would like to say that more than this material poverty, the spiritual poverty is too much on the in the mind of the people. So when he is telling that the material poverty is not that what he observed, but the poverty of the spirit, spiritual poverty, he is not speaking with the arrogance of the West. The Western people, some people, they feel that they are very rich, they are above us, and they were having India as a slave country. And that feeling is there for some people. But Robert is not agreeing with that idea. What he says is, he came here, means as he was a Christian father or priest, he is supposed to convert people. But he said he is the one who converted. He converted himself. He did not come here to convert. He wanted to learn something new. That's what he is telling. Now, I would like to speak how and when Roberts met with Satyajit Ray. He came to India. Immediately he did not go and meet with what he called Satyajit Ray. He wanted to meet Satyajit Ray immediately, but he waited for 9 years. Why? To muster up confidence to meet Ray in person. That's what he is telling. So, what he wanted? Prepare myself. Dear students, we are doing this now. We are preparing ourselves to live in this world. We should have proper education. We should have proper understanding of the things. And then we have to get into the world preparing ourselves well. And what he says, why he was preparing? To have a worthwhile dialogue. So if you prepare well, we can have worthwhile dialogue. When we teachers conduct the Zoom meetings, most of you are not having any question. The reason is nothing but that you are not prepared. So prepare well in order that you can have proper dialogue. And that dialogues only make us to be great in life. That's what he is telling. And if you are having such kind of a friendship, that will last forever. So 22 years they were friends. 22 years they were friends. And that is also till the death of Ray in 1992. So he is telling about his friendship, how it was developed. And there was every Sunday at 9 o'clock, Father Gaston Roberts met Satyajit Ray in his home. At 9 o'clock, he will go over there, meet him, talk about the films that he has prepared, and they will have private screening and will have a deep study about it. And one thing you must understand, Manikda, even though he was very big in stature, he was a shy person. So he did not want to speak about his own film. When the friendship was cemented, he was able to communicate properly well. So when you are selecting your friends, I would like to say that you have to have a proper relation between each other. And your friendship should be cemented. Strong friendship. One should not cheat the other one. That is the way that we have to have an idea about our friendship. Then, what about, I would like to say, he did not like even to get compliments. But he said they were having the relationship in a proper manner. They were talking very cordially. And he was talking in his own language, Bengali language. And even though he was very good in English also, he studied in England. And even then, it shows the beauty of the friendship. So, I would like you to say, to have friends like Robert and Satyajit Ray, which will be lasting for long, and it should be beneficial to both, in the sense that the other one should not expect something from the other one. But our friendship should be a friendship that helps each other, and one should feel about the development of the other one. Sacrificing oneself for the other is the real friendship.